My roommate in college was cheating on her long-distance boyfriend, and he was driving long distance to come see her every weekend, and he was bringing food for her roommates, for her friends. He was fixing our sink.
College is where monsters are created. There's dudes right now, probably in their 40s, still on their villain arc because of something they went through in college.
He was helping us with any maintenance issues we had around the dorm, and just overall helping her adjust as much as he could with her new college while he was going to college himself and had a full-time job, and she was cheating on him. So I pulled her aside and I was like, when
my son graduates high school, if he has a girlfriend, I'm going to tell him to break up with her. And if you have a son, I advise you to tell your son to do the same shit. Your son will around and visit his girlfriend and be smoking weed with the same dude that's been piping her down the whole semester.
I have to tell him. And she was like, I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to figure out where I want to go with this other guy before I bail on my 3-year relationship. So what I did was wait for the boyfriend to come home. And then I called him the other guy's name, who he was already suspicious of. So he picked up on the cue immediately. And for the next 3 hours, I heard them arguing in the other room. And then the next day, they sent us home for COVID. And I never saw her or him or anyone else in the situation ever again. Do have a happy update, though, that she got cheated on in her next relationship. Karma is up.
Good for you. Most friends and most roommates just stay out of it. Or they egg the girl on. Telling y'all from my personal experience. We had a girl that went to our school. She had a boyfriend. Like, we met the boyfriend. The boyfriend helped her, moved in. Upstanding dude. I mean, nobody's perfect, but this gentleman was close to perfect. You could tell he go to church, Bible study, had a really good head on his shoulder. And I know for sure his stiff ass was not cheating on her. Man, this girl was over there getting trains ran on her. And then on the weekend, she used to drive back home because she was the preacher's daughter and be leading Sunday school and shit like that with her future husband. Now, I don't know if they ended up getting married. I don't know what happened to them. But it was a lot of different scenarios like that when I went to college.
You're leaving for sure. You're leaving for sure. I'm not putting up with this no more. This drunk, alcoholic shit.
You trying to show this to your...
I'm trying to show it to the world. I'm going to show it to the world that you keep trying to put your hands on me. I'm going to show it to the world that you want to put your hands on me. That you want to put your hands on me. But you keep trying to put your hands on me. Like you want to keep putting your hands on me, keep doing shit. Just keep your hands to yourself. And just leave. Just put your hands on and just leave. Yeah. That's what you want. You're leaving for sure.
I'm just amazed at the living condition. Anytime I see videos like this, one of the main characters be a janky-ass mattress. The floor be janky, the walls be janky. I just can't believe that people are comfortable living like this.
What year were you born? 2005. Anthony, what year were you born?
2005.
What?
No,
Maybe he didn't hear the question right.
I refuse to believe that grown-ass man was born in 2005. He looked 45. What kind of life you have, brother? The nigga looked like Carl Winslow with blonde extensions.
You want to know something that I think is super weird that humans do? It's consume dairy. Oh, well, why do you think that's weird, Sola? Allow me to enlighten you.
Hold on. Listen, hear me out, right? I've been drinking milk for a good portion of my life. I've been drinking the cow's milk for a good portion of my life. I think I stopped drinking cow's milk in 2010, 2011, something like that. But I still eat pizza and I still eat cheese. I haven't quit cold turkey. The reason I really stopped drinking milk was, one, I'm lactose intolerant. But two, I seen a video of people milking cows. And I'm like, wait, ew, why am I drinking milk from a cow's titty? I'm not a cow.
Let's start with the science behind milk. Why is milk produced? What needs to happen in order for breast milk to be produced? Yes, correct. Somebody needs to be pregnant. What happens whenever somebody is pregnant? Well, they are forming a baby inside their body. And that breast milk is intended for the baby that's inside their body. Now, why aren't adult humans still consuming the breast milk of their mothers? Well, it's probably because that nutrient is only necessary during a certain time period in one's life. Oh, so how do we get dairy? Well, allow me to continue enlightening you. I grew up on a farm, and I wasn't ignorant to these things from a very young age. Now, what happens whenever one wants to impregnate a farm animal is that they put a glove on to about here. And they artificially inseminate a female cow. With that glove, it's about here. And then the cow has a baby. And you might think, oh, well, that's so nice of the cow to share her milk with me and her baby, but that's not what happens at all. Yeah, the baby is taken away from the mom. Imagine what that must feel like, having your baby stolen from you, and what stress that must produce, and how that stress might enter the bodily fluids of an animal that's having that experience, the bodily fluids that you're consuming that contains that energy. Oh, well, what happens to the baby of the cow? Well, it's either killed for baby meat and consumed by people who eat baby meat, or it's put back into the same system of dairy production. Sounds an awful lot like some things that are going on in our own species, huh? What a f***ing mirror. Oh, so did this video make you feel uncomfortable? Well, I wonder how else you respond to things that make you uncomfortable. Do you just avoid them? Do you turn them off? Do you hide from them? Do you avoid talking about them? Do you avoid even acknowledging their existence because it makes you uncomfortable? And so you just perpetuate your own selfish patterns because the truth and reality of them makes you uncomfortable.
Bro, this took a dark turn. This took a very dark turn. I felt, and I don't drink cow's milk, but I do eat pizza and I do eat cheese, right? I felt attacked, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I grew up on a farm also, but we didn't have cows. We didn't have a cow. We had a donkey, we had some chickens, we had a sheep, we had 2 goats. You know, small little thing in the Caribbean. It wasn't until I moved to America that I started watching videos and stuff like that I realized how we got cow's milk, how we got milk in general. You know, we never milked the sheep or the goats when I lived in Grenada. You know, we ain't drink no goat milk, we ain't drink no sheep milk, but we killed them chickens. We definitely killed them chickens.
Minnesota's fraud crisis came knocking.
We're here for the eviction.
Janelle Hansen, she goes by Sky, lived in a Minnetonka apartment
What?
when sheriff's deputies arrived,
I'm scared.
armed with an eviction order for Jane or John Doe.
I'm not Jane or John Doe. That's what's confusing.
Sky lived here as part of a Medicaid program called Integrated Community Supports, or ICS. It's designed to help adults with disabilities live independently in their own apartment with one-to-one daily assistance. She was ordered to pack up what she could carry
Grab what you've just packed because we need to exit the apartment now.
and get out.
No, we need to go. Come on.
Okay.
We need to go.
Let's go. How are you?
Go.
Okay, sorry.
Out to the hallway.
And like that, a vulnerable young woman put on the street.
Buy house. Buy house. What's balls?
How could this have happened? Our investigation finds
I have an autistic cousin. My cousin is 22 now, but he still lives with my aunt. I'll never really talk about my autistic cousin like that, but I have asked myself the question, what is going to happen to my cousin when my aunt is no longer here? And of course, he has a sister and he has me. If this was my cousin, I would be pretty upset.
tied to the allegations of Medicaid fraud now rocking Minnesota.
We've documented Sky's life of homelessness for the past 8 months, living out of her car, tents, shelters, and cheap hotels.
I think I just got kicked out of the hotels for being too autistic.
For former caregivers, American Home Healthcare LLC are under investigation for fraud. They were billing Sky's Medicaid $421 per day, claiming they always provided 12 hours of service.
Most days was like,
Bro, $421 a day, that's a lot of fucking money.
maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Under investigation, the company and its owner, Jamal Mohammed, stopped paying rent.
Okay, let's go. Come on. Here you go. Push this.
So Sky got evicted. Just one of the vulnerable people paying the price through no fault of their own for Minnesota's fraud crisis. Thrown onto the street, homeless.
They say that your home is in your heart.
I have my own gripe when it comes to how hospitals and doctors treat patients based on what insurance you have or if you have insurance. To me, I think it's all fraud. Told you, I went to the emergency room and they charged my insurance $21,000 for nothing. They didn't do shit but hook me up to a machine and have me lay on the bed for about 2 hours. Mind you, I was in the waiting room for about 6 hours. So I waited 6 hours, sat on the bed for 2 hours, and y'all charged my insurance $21,000. I don't like getting into things like this. I don't usually get into shit like this because you don't want nobody snipe your ass from a distance. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wake up one morning and see Agent 47 in your house. But at the same time, we spend all this money on wars and building weapons and all these other destructive ass things. We paying all this taxes. Last year I had to pay Uncle Sam $40-something thousand in taxes because I do YouTube. Why that money can't go towards free healthcare? Why it can't go towards me getting free healthcare? I just don't understand none of this shit. Not to mention, I found out that even after you retired, you gotta pay taxes on your retirement. How you took money my whole working career, and now that I'm retired, you still want to take taxes from the money that you owed me, that I've earned and accumulated over the years? I'm gonna stop because I'm going down a path that I don't want to go down.
Bisexual and mean women get the best men because they actually love women. What does getting a really good man have to do with liking and genuinely loving and respecting other women? Well, here's the thing. When I went on a date with a self-proclaimed millionaire, and I think he did actually, that he probably was a millionaire, but that's besides the point. When he started going into vivid detail about a woman that he had slept with at one point in time and then decided he wasn't interested in like that, and then she showed up at his door and she was knocking and begging to talk and all of these other things, and he got it all on the Ring camera, and he thought it was so funny that she was crying and so upset because she had broke her celibacy and all of these other things, and he wanted to show me the Ring camera footage. I got up and left.
As you should. I think dudes like that is corny as hell. If you talking to a girl and she tell you that she been celibate for a long ass time, I don't know. Some of y'all might call me a bitch, but I don't want to be, especially if I don't have no good intentions for you, I ain't trying to be the reason that you break your vow.
Up and left. I actually have no interest in a man that finds any joy or takes any pride in the degradation or humiliation of other women. And there are a lot of women, unfortunately, that through the process of internalized misogyny have now learned to engage with that type of behavior positively, to encourage it, to laugh along with him, to watch the video and say, oh my God. And that, I know a lot of people call pick-meism, but on another level, it's showing him exactly what you are willing to tolerate and accept. When you allow a man to degrade another woman in front of you, you are allowing him to degrade you. Because it will always eventually be you. The belief for a lot of women, unfortunately, is that, oh, he's talking about her, not me. This means I'm special and this means she's not. And that's what makes me feel good.
I agree with you, but the same can be said about women with men. Prime example. Fellas, if you out here talking to a chick and you know she got a boyfriend, a lot of us would be like, yo, I'm just doing what do. Because in our mind, a dude is only going to go as far as a woman let him. Cool. If you know that she out here violating somebody and you don't put her in her place, you're just going to continue the cycle. Now, I'm not going to act like it's not females out here that would still talk to you even though they know that you got a girlfriend. But it's a lot of chicks out here, believe it or not, that would be like, nah, I'm straight. Don't you got a girl? How many niggas you know out here would say, yeah, I'm good, yo. Don't you got a man?
I could never go anywhere and tell anybody that I'm a pick-me for my man. That'll never be me. You, the giver of life. You are supposed to do the picking. Do you know how many dates I had to get up from? How many times I remember this. I had a woman who was so dead set on destroying my relationships, my career. She was extremely jealous. This was a friend that I had for years. She went around saying all types of lies and rumors about me, tried to mess up career opportunities for me. And yet when I ran into her man at an audition and he begged, pleaded, let's keep in touch. Let's follow each other on Instagram. Can we, I would love to take you out, not together no more, blah, blah, blah. Her ex, who I know did her so dirty, who I know cheated on her repeatedly, who I know it would hurt so deeply for her to see me and this man together in any context, even the most innocent of context.
That means you a good person. That means you got a good heart. I agree with you on dudes that be trying to violate females. We all have friends that do that, you know what I'm saying? And the wild shit is, and I'm guilty of this too, we have friends that do certain things and say certain things, and even though we're uncomfortable with them saying the things, we don't speak up because we don't want to seem like, oh, you a bitch. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not gonna control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.